everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Lisa from Potsiefighter, and I'm back today with another 12x12 scrapbook process video for you. I'm using an old Hip Kit Club kit, and there is also an embellishment kit in there, I think. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff, so I tried to make myself familiar with all of the goodies that come inside this huge kit. So yeah, but now, no, wait, is this? No, that's the 12x12. Sorry, I was confused because I also did an 8.5x11 with this. But, oh no, that's the 8.5x11. Look, I'm confused. No, this is the 8.5x11. Sorry. And not the 12x12. So, I really like, that was such a weird sentence. I really like this pretty little studio paper that I'm just grabbing right now, this here. But I didn't want to use it as a background, so I decided to do the most logical thing, right? To cut it up in rows. So obviously these are squares, so it's pretty easy to cut little rows with them. So what I did decide to do is now obviously you have all of the rows. And at first I thought I would do like the one half or like one, I don't know, corner is like this, like the blue paper, but then I decided to do something even more crazy and do one row with the squares and then one row with the what are the daisies? Are they daisies? I don't know. Paper, and then another with the squares, and then another floral paper. So that's what I decided to do. So I just used it as a guide to approximately. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like it's not. That's not what I'm all about. I'm just like winging it kind of. So this is what I decided to do. So I just laid them out how they need to be, and then I decided to just start and grabbed one interchanging piece until half of it is about full. So I have 4 strips in each corner, and then in the middle I have a kind of a white gap, which I didn't want to make it full, so yeah. And then I decided to pop up the not the daisy paper, but just the squares, I guess. I don't know, the pretty little studio paper, let's call it that. I don't know what else to call it. I really like the design. And the blue, it's a beautiful periwinkle blue, but it's very in your face, a lot, very, very in your face. So I did decide to make the focus on the other paper by popping it up. So then I realized this is obviously longer, so I just DIY'd it and cut it off. And then I started on the other corner and did the same thing. I popped up the pretty little studio paper and adhered the floral paper, the daisy paper, down flat. And this does take a while, but I really love how it looks, so I didn't mind at all. I really love how that blue paper matches the shirt that I'm wearing in the photo, so that's really cool. And then I just trimmed off the excess because I didn't cut it perfectly. There was some excess, but that is okay. I'm sorry about my phone in the back. Got an email. And then I just roughed up the sorry sorry about that, the edges a bit with my nail. And then I realized that there were these cool fringe. This is like a weird memory keeper's fringe thing. And I wish I would have thought about this earlier, because then I could have hidden the ugly, like the word adhesive is. I could have hidden that, but hey, that's okay. So I did decide to do it everywhere where the blue papers to kind of tone it down, and also really like the way it looks. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I was pretty stupid and started the wrong way, but that's okay. And a little more, and there we go. And now I have to kind of mesh this together, but yeah. So I really like this fringe thing. I used it quite a bit, and now I have to kind of, you know, make sure that this doesn't look weird, and I have to kind of trim this. Like, this was kind of a weird thing to figure out because I don't know. Yeah, anyways, I managed to figure that out. These are frames by Pretty Little Studio. I think this is the Savannah Dreams collection. Yes, it is. And I was surprised to see that there's quite a bit of ephemera in there, which I do use some of it. I think I use that. I think I use all of the things that are currently out. I thought about using one of these acrylic words, but I just couldn't make them work. Also, it wasn't in summer because it was April, and technically I don't take this literal because it did feel like summer because it was warm. Sunshine fits, but it's very, I don't know. It isn't, it's not significant. So then I found this here, and it says this is my happy, no, this makes me happy, sorry. And it has the periwinkle blue, and then I was like, yes, let's do the periwinkle blue. And then I found these acrylic pieces, and I really like the clouds in it, so I'm going to use all of the clouds. I think there are 4 in there. Like, there's 2 inner pieces and 2 like just the outline, and 2 full clouds. And I also use some of these acrylic flowers. Oh yeah, and I also used the banner from that from the ephemera pack that I have already put down on the fringe thing. And this is a tiny heart that came in the Pretty Little Studio pack, so I just used my quickie glue pen to adhere the heart on the tab. And this is kind of how I want to embellish my layout. So these clouds I apparently glued down off camera. I think my camera either was low on battery or something happened. I don't know. And I just did that off camera, or I forgot to press record, or something happened. Anyways, you didn't miss anything. And now I just basically glue down all of these things. It's really nothing special or significant. And I think I am, yeah, just about to say I use some tissue paper. I wish I wouldn't have glued that down before, but I did. So let's just roll with that. Very roughly trim that out, and this little thing goes behind, just the tiniest bit. And I think I use some foam also because of the foam tape that I used for the Pretty Little Studio paper. It was kind of necessary to pop this up on some foam, and then I also adhered down the little heart. I really like this pop of black. It really draws your eye. Sorry about the noise. If you heard that, I'm not sure. It really draws your eyes to the photo because it is a busy layout, so I really like that. And then I also had to use some foam on this here because it is overlapping the photo. And then I'm building a cluster of flowers right there because it kind of, I felt like it needed something to finish it. And yeah, these acrylic pieces, while they are quite chunky, and they're really easy to use. I then remembered that I actually really wanted to use these and I forgot about them. I think they yellowed a bit when I got them. They were not that yellow. I think this is the July 2019 kit, I think. So it is quote unquote older, but yeah, I don't think they were yellow when I got them. So I used 3 of the epoxy buttons and then also used some of these puffy stickers just to add to my clusters. And yeah, it is busy, but I really love them. I wanted to use some of the washi strips, but I forgot there was just too much in these layouts, sorry, in these kits, so I couldn't use all of it. And there is my layout. I love how it turned out. It was really, really easy to make and fun to make, and I love how it looks in the end. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my layout today. If you did like it, please give me a thumbs up and please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!